Hi, let's talk about Dick Tracy #7 from Mad Cave Comics. This is a brand new Dick Tracy series. It started out as a mini-series, and then they continued it on from there because I guess it was selling well, which is great. Dick Tracy, of course, was a household giant franchise from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, around there. And basically, kind of went dormant for a while. Then there was a 1990s a giant Disney produced, it was actually Touchstone movie from Warren Beatty, and with Al Pacino as the main villain and all these big stars and stuff. Kind of killed the franchise. There was a huge push of Dick Tracy merchandise at the time, and then everything just sort of faded away. They never sequelized the film. The film lost money because they spent so much on it. And Warren Beatty held the rights to film and television to this day, and so like you can't see any new Dick Tracy stuff anymore. This comic is great. The original miniseries that they then sprang forward from, it was basically mostly based on the movie, in my opinion. It didn't really take a lot of inspiration from the old comics, but now it looks like they're going back to the style of the old comics. And what I mean by that is, the movie was more about a gang war and everything, and all the different criminals took sides and they were part of a gang and all that stuff. The original comics were Dick Tracy fighting each individual villain and hunting down clues, and there's an inciting incident of some crime, and Dick Tracy hunts down clues, and then he's like captured at one point, and he cleverly gets out the trap, and then he hunts down that individual criminal. And that took you through daily strips and Sunday strips back then. They weren't all necessarily associated with gangs and things, and they weren't all henchmen and stuff like that. But that's that whole gangs and henchmen thing, where like different characters are grouped into, like, Big Boy Caprice's gang or something like that, was something that the movies more introduced into the public imagination for Dick Tracy. And that's kind of what the miniseries for this was. And now it's like Dick Tracy hunting down the Blank. The Blank was a character from the original comics, and of course in the movie it's revealed to be Madonna, which is not part of the comics. So here, we don't know who the Blank is. I mean, they already changed the identity once in the movie, so I don't know if it's going to be back to Frank Redrum from the comics. I have no clue, but there's some good stuff in here, some good cat and mouse stuff, some good they don't shy away from the violence as well. Dick Tracy was never a cheesy comic strip. It was always pretty gritty and violent. And Breathless Mahoney is also in here. Doesn't look anything like Madonna, but like it basically the same basic kind of character. Tess Trueheart is in this. Pat Patton is in this. And they hunt down criminals, and there's a big reveal here. I'm not gonna show it quite yet, but it's pretty gruesome. And then towards the end, they make a big revelation as to who the Blank could possibly be, and it's kind of shocking. And that's going to take us into the next issue. This is a great crime thriller comic now. This is picked up. It's gotten a lot better over the issues. I was kind of harsh on it the first few issues. Now I'm really into it. The guy at my comic shop, the cashier, he's reading this as well, and he thinks it's pretty awesome. And we talk about it all the time. It's like, oh, who's the Blank and all that stuff. So yeah, no, this is pretty cool stuff, man. I'm surprised that, some of the criticisms I had of this comic have been improved now, and I don't know if they're listening or what's going on. But this is great. I want this to continue on and on. It's now an ongoing series, so we'll see how far they go with it. And I highly recommend this new Dick Tracy. It's great, and I hope it picks up new fans that go back and check out the old Chester Gould stuff and all that stuff. So I recommend Dick Tracy #7, and I recommend this comic series as well from Mad Cave Comics. If you like what you saw, please give a like to this video, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Lots of great comic book stuff on here. So until next time, take care.